Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is Anka Engineering, and I'm Herman Wiegman. And last time I hinted at the fact that we'd be discussing tunes. In particular, which tune or which options did I opt for my V6 F-Type manual? And I also want to talk a little bit in this video about gaining access to our pedal cluster, or maybe modifying our shoes to fit. Let's get stuck in. So this video is going to be about what tune did I apply to my Jaguar F-Type V6 manual. And I talked with the folks over at VAP, or Velocity AP, in Canada. And they had a very nice package of things that they could do for me. And so I went down the checklist with Chris over there. He did a pretty good job of laying out all the options. And I found that the most important, of course, is just going from more torque, more boost, more RPM, and that's more power. That's the baseline. Everyone goes for that option. I did not opt for the upgraded pulley at this time. I'm just keeping it stock, and I can always have that option to upgrade the lower pulley in the future. There were other interesting items like pops and bangs. Now, my car is an early 2017 or late 2016 production model, and so it has the OEM, the original pops and bangs. But Chris at VAP suggested that I keep the original pre-2017 pops and bangs. That really defines the character of the Jaguar F-Type, and I sort of agree. So that's where I left that. A second item was the upshift light. And a V6 manual, you get a upshift light. And if you're at light load in more than 2,000 RPM, the car dashboard will flash a green light in your face. And I find that pretty insulting. If I'm over 2,000 RPM and at light load, it's because I decided to do so, and I don't want the car telling me to upshift to the next gear. And last, we talked about a phenomena called left foot braking, the ability to apply both braking pressure and throttle pressure to balance the car, particularly in dynamic corners. Or if you want to overpower the car but still get some front wheel braking, for example, when you're drifting or something, then it's necessary to be able to apply both brake and throttle pedal. But in these cars, once that's done, the ECU senses that, and after a predetermined time, it says nope, and it dials back the throttle position. That original setting was about 2.5 seconds. So if it saw overlap between brake and throttle for 2.5 seconds or more, it would dethrottle the engine. And so I wanted that eliminated. So Chris at VAP was able to turn that from a 2-second limit, or 2.5 second, to 10,000 seconds. So essentially it would never be tripped. So therefore I, the driver, control the brake and the throttle, and no more arguments. So that was important. So I was able to install the tune, and instantly you could feel a small torque bump at the lower RPMs. But what I really noticed, going from a base tune car of 340 horsepower rated, I noticed that around 4,000 to 5,000 RPM, there was a lot more torque available to me. And then from 6,000 to 7,000 RPM was a totally new range of vitality, of torque and power. That wasn't previously there. And so you get this mad rush all the way to 7,000 RPM, and it's glorious. So that was a big plus. And gaining a few more RPM on the engine will also allow me to avoid RPM limits when I'm on the Jaguar Clubs of North America autocross course. There, I would sometimes hit rev limit in first gear. Now, with additional RPM open to me, I'll be able to continue to drive and go a little deeper, a little faster, a little further before needing to turn for a corner or downshift. Upshift. So that I'm looking forward to. It's very satisfying. Now, the story around left foot braking isn't quite complete, because in my footwell, I find that the space available to place the right foot on the gasoline pedal, and the left foot on the brake, that's kind of limited. And with my shoes, they kind of overlap a bit. And then you're having a tough time modulating both pedals as your sneakers or your driving shoes or whatever overlap each other a little bit. So I thought about it, and many times other people in the forums have also complained about the cramped foot space. If you have double E shoes or double wide, you're hurting for space down there. And there is some room in the carpet area that if you push back, you might be able to get 2 more centimeters, roughly just less than an inch, of additional space on the right-hand side of the pedal cluster. That's worth it. I'm going to try to get that by applying a plastic, ABS plastic plate on the outside of the carpet, and it would screw into then the transmission tunnel. And so I started looking at rivet nuts, or riv nuts, these basically threaded bosses that you can press into the aluminum and then crimp them, or not crimp them, but rivet them, pull them such that they then fasten to the aluminum. And that was worth it, because now finally I have enough place for both feet to modulate brake and throttle simultaneously. A worthwhile modification. Now, I would like to say that I was able to bring this all together in time for my track day with my son and some coworkers, but I wasn't. So I didn't do much left foot braking at the track. I just did the traditional, stomp on the throttle, stomp on the brake, throw the wheel into the corner, and see how it goes. And we had a grand time. It was a beautiful day at Canaan, New Hampshire Motorsports Club, and it was just a lot of fun was had by all. And so I'll just leave you with some footage where one of my coworkers was leading ahead of me. I was able to take video of him, and then we swapped positions, and he's able to take some video of me. And so plus some trackside footage, and let's see how it goes. Each lap is about 1:10, so I'll do probably two to three laps for you. So enjoy the show.